Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rico Tensai and I like to speak my mind. Today, it is day 60 of this whole 75 hard challenge where I just make a video every single day for 75 days, just talking to the camera like it's a mini podcast. No crazy cinematics, no editing. I mean, minimal editing and also no crazy thumbnail either. It's just a very simple, straightforward, nothing too complicated, in hopes that I gain confidence, figure out what I want to do with this channel, and also to gain subscribers and also views. Now, I say all that to say thank you for anyone who has been watching for the past almost 60 days, damn near, and it's been really great. And now back onto the topic, where let's just talk about whatever it is that I want to talk about, which is, do I have too many hobbies? What's the point of having hobbies? And mainly, the point of having hobbies is to distract you from the real world, which can be very boring because of the same cycle of you eat, sleep, work, and then you repeat it every single day. So then that's why we create hobbies, and it does help a lot. And now I've realized that I might have maybe too many. Maybe it's because I get bored really easily, or maybe just because I'm just a curious type of person. Because, for example, with books, I used to think that if you read books, it makes you smart. Nah, not really. It doesn't make me feel any smarter, but it does make me just curious about life, and it makes me just realize I'm just a curious person who just likes to learn more about stuff. And because, as a kid, hard for me to read a book when I know that I'm being tested on this book. It doesn't matter if I like the book, I know that I'm being tested, so it kind of throws me off actually enjoy it. Because now, as you grow older, it's like, oh, now I could read a book and know something without feeling like someone's going to test me on it. Not all the books that I read, it's stuck in my mind now, and I know everything, but it's just fun to know that I know certain things. Now, I believe I've talked about my other past hobbies, I think, but if I didn't, I'm pretty sure I did. Besides playing the uke, I also like to play beach volleyball. I like to play basketball. I used to play kendama a lot of rock climbing, indoor and outdoor. I do like cooking every once in a while. I had a boxing phase. Okay, the boxing thing was just those gyms or those workout circuit things that just so happen to have, boxing and kickboxing. It was one of those. But I mainly focused on the boxing aspect of it, which made me watch Hajime no Ippo again and Megalobox, but all that stuff. So technically it's I don't count it as boxing, boxing. I didn't go to a boxing gym, but you know what I'm saying. So it was that. There's also, what other stuff that's around my room, because I got boxing left. And then, I guess the gym counts as a hobby of mine. Is watching anime count as a hobby? Because if I'm defining a hobby, I define it as anything that's considered fun and it distracts you from the boring life of the world. That's how I define it. So I have over 9. I'm pretty sure I have at least 10. I just can't think of it right now. But because I have so many, I always think that is that wrong to have too many? I don't think it is. It's just for me, I just don't want to be known as one thing. I just want to be able to do whatever it is I want to do. But the only thing I wouldn't mind being calling one thing would be a YouTuber, I guess. Maybe, just because YouTubers are maybe the only job that I would say can be branched out into different things. Because if you say you're a YouTuber, it's just you make videos on YouTube, and then that's really it. But also on YouTube, you can also be a podcaster, you could be a gamer, you could be a reaction channel, you could be a vlogger, you can be, it's you can really be anything on YouTube, and still be considered a YouTuber, which is kind of funny. So then that's why I kind of relate to wanting to become a YouTuber, because at least I wouldn't mind being known as this one thing. Also, I like to surprise my friends with just the random hobbies that I learn, because sometimes it's always in 1 month I am, a book reader. Then out of nowhere, I become a surfer. Then out of nowhere, I want to do snowboarding. Then out of nowhere, I'm always open to trying new things all the time. It makes life a little bit more fun and less restricting, because I feel like sometimes people always want to label you as something, and they always want to put you in a box. And sometimes you don't have to be in a box. You can just pick whatever you want to do. You can do multiple things. You can do one thing. I'm not saying it's bad to do one thing, but for me, I just enjoy learning more things and exploring the idea that I don't have to be just one thing. I can be multiple things. Being a YouTuber, it wouldn't be bad to be known as just that one thing. But at the same time, it's like, depending on what I do with YouTube, I do want to stick with just vlogging because I do enjoy vlogging a lot, and expect the new vlog coming out soon, assuming that I am putting it out before this, after this, soon. That's all I gotta say. Soon, it'll show up. But for now, because I don't really want to be a reaction channel anymore, it's fun, but I just don't enjoy doing it as much. You might see it every once in a while, but I doubt it. For the most part, it's just a lot of vlog stuff, just because I love the idea that my life is documented and it makes me feel like my life is important to me. So that's why. And also, it's nice to, look back at what I did, because, I'm not going to remember everything. So it's kind of cool how I create something. So that's really it. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Doesn't matter if it's 1 view, doesn't matter if it's 10 views. I appreciate anyone who's listening and or watching. And I'll see you tomorrow with a new topic.